guys. Okay, I was going to sit down and color from Love Stories. I started a page already, so I figured why not just do a video with it also. So the page that I started is this one, which is Mickey and Minnie. But yeah, basically the way that I do these, my process, if you will, I pretty much do it the same way every time. I match all of the Prismacolors to my color palette. Now, if the background, is, a few colors and I can paint it, that's what I do. If I don't, then I Prismacolor the background also. But for this one, you've got the blue sky and you've got a couple of different greens on the grass. So it should be pretty easy to paint. So for those colors that are the grass and the sky, I did not choose colors for those. But everything else, I chose colors to match with Prismas. So this is page 44 in Love Stories. And spoiler alert, I guess I should say. But I am just going to work on it a little bit. And why not? May speed it up, may not. Don't even know at this point. But again, I have pretty much matched everything to a Prismacolor because, unpopular opinion, I use my Prismacolors because you can get very good color matches for most of the colors, because there is such a large palette on some of these. But I definitely think Prismacolors give you like a good color situation. I'm gonna try to zoom in a little. You guys are not gonna be able to see. I'm doing like a really light color in small details. So you may not be able to see it perfectly or even at all, but yeah, I just wanted to, I know a lot of people love Disney, these Hatchet Hero books specifically. And so I was like, you know what? We are just gonna do some of that. Why did I put 927? What is 927? Oh, that's probably like peach. A lot of my pencils are in pencil extenders because I have so many that are short at the moment. So, is this one? Yeah. Like when I tell you short, they are baby nubs. So, a lot of them you'll see in pencil extenders. Again, because they're small. Honestly though, once they get halfway, it's kind of hard to use. And don't get me wrong, I use them until they're nothing. But it gets hard to work with when they are when they're short, if that makes sense. So I absolutely need more pencil extenders than I actually have. And that's like the hard truth. But I do try to, okay, if I am not using a specific color that's in an extender, but I need another color, I try to switch them out. Whereas, okay, I don't need 150 pencil extenders, you know what I'm saying? But at this point right now, a lot of them are getting short at the same time. So that's, something. But, like I said, I do have quite the stack that's in pencil extenders. And they're in their own, so I don't stretch out the loops because these are a little fat. So I don't stretch out my loops in here. I just have them in their own separate little container, which has these two are my colors of the month for my journal. And then the rest are literally pencil extenders or some really short pencils. So just throwing that out there. But I do not put them in the case with the extenders, if that makes sense, because it stretches the case out. Okay, so we can go in with black, but I'm not going to go in with black yet. So what is my J color? 30, which I think is magenta. Yeah. Also, if you guys are a fan of using your Prismacolors in these books and would like me to do like a whole video of picking the colors and you guys following along with the exact colors, let me know. I think that would be kind of fun. Okay, I think that was the only one that was that color. Oh. That kind of throws me off because it doesn't match with these really well. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, 2 is a dark gray, which I didn't match for some reason. Let's match it really quick. Let's do 1054. Why not? For some reason I didn't. Oh, probably because I couldn't find it. I don't know. It was probably one of those, I was looking for like the spot that it was in to try to match it with the answer key in the back, and I could not. So love that. It's okay. It's good. I did it. It's fine. All right. We have, there's a lot of black. I don't want to go in with black yet, guys. And the reason I don't go in with black is because if you do go over the lines, your lighter colors are not going to cover it up as easily, if that makes sense. So I try to, oh, that whole thing is J, so that may bring the bow together more. Yeah, I try to do like the whole, you know, section and then black outline it, because I feel like it works a lot better, like trying to do the outline after, especially when you're using pencil. I've never actually used marker, to be honest, so I cannot tell you, you know, a lot of people do those outlines first with markers, but I've never used markers. I always use pencil. What? So that's something else. Okay, 5 is the dark peach. Wait, no. Is it though? I guess it is. Okay. The tongue. I definitely would say key to this is making sure that you have a very, very sharp point on your pencil. That's just my personal opinion. Especially because this book specifically is so detailed. You've got tiny, tiny details to get into. All right, so B903, which is true blue. On her dress, I guess, is where I used it. But again, very, very small details. Like that point's even a little too thick for my liking. But yeah, I keep repeating myself, but we love that. You know, yes, these pages take forever to do, but I have loved how they turned out. And I have done a couple pages in this book, and it's one of the detailed ones, I'll tell you that. It is definitely out of the Disney Hatchet Heroes books, which I don't have very many, so do not get me, you know, wrong. But the ones that I do have, because I have earlier versions, they are way less detailed. Like, way. But the pages that I've done in this book, I'm not going to lie to you, are less detailed ones within this book. And I'll show you guys in just a second the ones I've done so that you guys can see. And the other thing that I do is I color a few pages and then I paint backgrounds. So this may sit here without a background for a while, but I do like to, when I'm painting, okay, let me knock out, you know, 2 or 3 backgrounds while I have the paint out, if that makes sense. So as far as the sorry guys, I have to get close on that one because I couldn't tell if that was a part of this or not. Okay. But it does have, anyway. That was a close-up headshot, and I'm sorry for that, but you're gonna have that right now. Okay, so I did that part with B. Now I'm gonna go to C, which I think I did this one. Denim, which is getting short as well. But yeah. I mean, pretty basically. What was I talking about? Oh, paint. Yeah, I like to do paint. While I have it out, I have to say I do like to do a couple backgrounds at a time. So like I do have a few pages backlogged that don't have backgrounds. I may have done like the, you know, main coloring of the page last month, but they don't have a background, so they don't count as being done. When I paint the backgrounds, that's when I then count them towards my finished pages. If that makes sense, because I don't feel like it's complete without the background. So close-up headshots, and that's going to happen with Disney pages in general, but especially this book, because holy freaking cow, the detail is freaking ridiculous in it. Okay, so that's that one. We've got some stuff going on with Minnie here. Okay, 1086, and that's this light blue. But yeah, I know you guys are not seeing very much get finished just because, again, tiny details. But yeah. Okay. I think this light blue that I'm using as shadow of the gloves is what it looks like to me. It definitely is, because y'all know she wears white glovies. Or if you don't know, then you do now. Whoops. Okay. But I will tell you, I do really go through black pencils. That's one of those, like, every time I go to Blick, since it's like you buy, I think it's 6 or more, it's the lower price, I do a set of black. Like, you know, the set of whatever that number is, 6 or 7, I can't remember. But I do that many just black, and then I do whatever other colors I want to get as a different. Like I do that every single time. Yeah, you can go on Amazon and buy a pack of black. Of course you can. I think it's a pack of 12, but they are way more expensive than just open stock. And I don't know why, but like they are so much more expensive. Like, I don't know. So I got, ooh, okay, this looks pretty good. Minnie's dress is going good. Sorry about my stomach growling. I hope you guys still enjoyed this video. I know it wasn't very interesting, but oh, I was going to show you guys the ones that I completed in this book. There is another one that I also did, but again, the background's not done. I actually took this book to the lake with me, and this is the only book that I took, and I did one page while we were there for I think it was a 3-day weekend or something. So I will show you guys. But again, you're not going to see that page though, but you'll see the other ones I completed, which I'd have to say turned out pretty good to be so freaking detailed. Okay, there's Minnie's dress. I do like her. She's right cute. It's really gonna come out when I do the black details. I'm gonna do her shoes next, but let me show you guys the ones that I did. Wait. Is it just this one in the front? Yeah, okay. This one of Jasmine and Aladdin, and that is all Prismacolor. The details in Jasmine's father and then the striping on the tiger was a lot. And then I think the other one's in the back. There's, oh, that's the one that I did. You guys may have seen it. Whoops. Cannot find the other page. But you know, that one was not as, oh, it's close to that one. Was it before it? You guys, why am I losing it? I cannot find that page that I did. Oh. 32. Oh. Well, it is in the front, but I did not. Okay, there. This one. Again, that one was a lot less detail. So. But yeah, I'm going to do the shoes and then I'm going to leave you guys there just because, again, it's a super duper long video of absolutely nothing. So, love that for everyone involved. But, yeah, this is another fun this is another fun page. Though, like I said, the background is gonna be done with paint. I don't know if it'll be done this month, to be quite frank, but I'm gonna try to get it done. And I say try because, again, who knows if it'll actually get done. But I don't know if anybody else finds it hard to talk and do small details, but like, it's hard to talk and do small details. Yeah, but if you guys do want me to, like I said, do that full tutorial and actually like do a more of a color along style where, you know, it would have to be parts for sure, but where I literally pick every single color for an exact page. And then you guys color it with me, or even if, you know, I tell you what I'm using and you color with a different medium, because like I said, I know I am unpopular opinion, the user of Prismacolors in my book. You know, I've got a lot of people say that I'm crazy for that because it takes so much pencil. But again, you know, it's, Prismas are, they're like, I say middle grade, because I'm not over here, you know, polychromos are expensive open stock. Using luminance or Holbeins or something. I'm using Prismas. They're easy to replace. So, and that's, you know, that's my personal opinion. Take it with what you will. But, you know, am I by any means saying they're a cheap pencil? Absolutely not. But are they the most expensive either? No. And, you know, for me, if I enjoy coloring with my Prismacolors, then guess what I'm going to color with, and that's going to be my Prismacolors. So, you know, at the end of the day, you have to do what you like doing when it comes to hobbies and such. You know, and like I said, I can color match my Prismas all day because I know them. And I know them pretty well. Did I really just babble on for like 20 minutes? Cool. And did absolutely nothing. I'm going to do, I know I said, I keep saying I'm going to go, but I am going to do a little bit of Minnie's outline. Just, you can really see how like the image starts popping when you do the outline. And yes, some of the outlines are thin. Like on these. And you know, some of them are so thin that like, okay, a pencil can't even get into it that thin. But guess what? You just thicken it up and you keep going. Because that is the way of the way, you know? So, anyways, we're going to have to refer to the back. And I'm going to try my best not to show you guys. Well, it's going to be hard because you know, you have black outlines. These black outlines are so thin. But y'all, when I tell you black outlines make all the difference, they seriously make all the difference. You know, does every single page have the black outlines? No. Do most of them? Yes. Okay, that's looking weird. Again, I refer to the back so that I don't mess things up. Okay, so that is the other part of her ear, so it does go out like that. Okay, I just had to make sure. But where was I going with that? Going on a rabbit trail or something, apparently. Oh, hang on. That's like a skin tone. No, it's not. It's pink. Again, this is why you have the back to refer. Because at least I do, when I do these pages, refer to the back. Because, you know, okay, especially with these fine details, you don't know. You know, you may not know what's what, to be honest, sometimes. Okay, that's cool. So does it have that pink coming across? It does. Okay, so it's like a headband. You guys, I know I'm going way off on tangents. But that's just me. And you just wasted probably 20 minutes listening to me babble. But it could be worse. Or could it? Okay, I'm just gonna do this part last, color in her like face right here. Or like her head, I guess. Go around and outline this. And another thing too is to work in, when you're doing Prismacolors, work in small sections. Like, okay, if like this whole section was black, I'm gonna do a small piece of it at a time. Like even this right here, that's two different pieces technically because there's a line through it. So, you know, I just think it turns out better when you go smaller. Smaller sections, that's just me. It ends up looking a lot smoother. Because whether you realize it or not, you're not going to have total even pressure if you're doing a large section the entire time with a pencil. It's just not going to happen. So if you know, work smaller, then it's probably going to look like it's smoother, whether it actually is or not. So I hope you guys enjoyed this anyways. I babbled on way too long. So I'm going to let you guys go. And I'll see you guys in the next one.